I spoke with Tommy Robinson's lawyer today. He said Tommy's trial has been confirmed for the morning of Tuesday, October 23rd at the Old Bailey Central Criminal Court. It had been tentative, but now the judge says that will indeed be the full hearing. The Old Bailey is the most serious criminal court in the UK. It handles the major murder cases, the terrorism cases, and the judge who will be presiding is the most senior judge of the court, His Honor Nicholas Hilliard, QC, who holds the title Recorder of the Court. I find it odd that they have put a criminal judge who normally hears cases of murder and terrorism in charge of a minor civil contempt hearing. It's unusual. Contempt of court isn't even a crime. It's really like a speeding ticket. But then again, a lot of unusual things are done to Tommy Robinson by the state. It's unusual for him to be tried a second time for contempt. It's unusual for a journalist to be sentenced to jail time whatsoever for contempt of court. No other journalist has faced that punishment since the 1940s. Tommy spent 10 weeks in solitary confinement. That's not just unusual, it's illegal. No British prisoner is allowed to be punished in solitary confinement for more than 14 days in a row. It does psychological damage to someone. There were so many irregularities the last time, the UK Court of Appeal itself threw out Tommy's conviction and sentence. But then they did something unusual themselves. They ordered another trial, didn't they? I'm worried that Tommy might be sent back to prison by a criminal judge who's used to sending away murderers. I'm worried that this is another stitch-up. I'm worried about something else I learned today. I'm told the judge in the case, His Honor Judge Hilliard, has indicated that he insists on proceeding with the case personally instead of referring it to the Attorney General, as is the norm. The judge himself will cross-examine Tommy as opposed to a lawyer for the Attorney General doing so. Why? I'm not prejudging this judge. I hope he does the right thing, but this entire matter has been irregular and improper since the beginning. That's not my opinion. That's the scorching ruling of the Court of Appeal. Nothing here makes sense. This hearing was supposed to happen back on September 4th, but the government claimed they weren't ready. That obviously isn't true. They have hundreds of lawyers at their disposal, an unlimited budget. The events in question happened back in May. Like I say, it looks like a stitch-up. We know that there has been political interference in Tommy's case. He was moved to a more dangerous prison at the direction of senior government officials. That's what the prison governor himself told Tommy. We know that this recent matter where British soldiers have been disciplined for just taking a picture with Tommy, we know that is being directed by the government itself. That's not my speculation. Here's a recording of a British Army officer reaming out his troops and saying that the decision to purge any Tommy Robinson supporters from the Army goes right up to the Ministry of Defence itself.
And this is a collective warning, not a boycott. If anybody shares those views, keep them to yourself. And I apologise if you don't, and you're an innocent in this. I get well done by it. This has got national ministerial attention. That's beyond that. This has got my attention, and I will not be associated with individuals like that. And I will not have other people who do good work be associated with people like that.
So what's going to happen? I still have to believe in the righteousness of the UK. I still have to believe in justice and the rule of law. I still have to believe that His Honor Nicholas Hilliard will do the right thing, and that, as Martin Luther King Jr. said, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. Because if you can't believe in justice anymore, there's not much left. So what can we do? Well, most of it is in the hands of lawyers. We've crowdfunded reputable barristers and solicitors for Tommy. I've met them. I've seen them in action. They'll do a good job. That's out of my hands, and it's out of your hands now, isn't it? But I know I have a role to tell the truth about Tommy, to tell the truth about the trial. The reports I filed in my past visits to Tommy's trials have been viewed millions of times on Twitter and YouTube. It's important that the word gets out, and I can tell you from personal observation that you can't trust a word the UK media says about Tommy. They hate him. It's like they have a vendetta against him. They proved it again just recently when Sky News unethically edited a clip of Tommy to cut and paste different clips from an interview together to falsely make it look like Tommy said something he didn't say. They're liars in the mainstream media. They're part of the stitch-up. So that's my new idea, and I hope you'll help me. Instead of me just coming by myself to the court, I want to bring 4 or 5 other journalists with me, real reporters from around the world. I've mentioned some of them before. Cassandra Fairbanks from Washington, D.C., Candice Malcolm from Toronto and California, Andrew Lawton from London, Ontario, and just yesterday, I'm pleased to say we firmed up Avi Yamini, who will be flying in all the way from Australia to cover the case. I expect to bring up to 5 journalists with me, plus me myself, and we'll have a total of 3 cameramen too. So that's actually 9 people we're bringing, 9 people to tell the truth. That's all I can think of doing. If you have other ideas, let me know. The legal arguments are in the hands of the lawyers, and the verdict is in the hands of the judge. All you and I can do is tell the truth about things and bring other real reporters from around the world to report too. Tommy told me he likes the idea. I think he believes it'll help not just rebut the UK media's lies, but it will also spread Tommy's story around the world to North America and Australia. I think he's right. If you can help me pay the bills of these real reporters, please do. They're all flying economy class, the cheapest tickets we can find. They're all staying in 3-star hotels, nothing fancier. We're not paying them a fee, just their travel costs plus £100 for incidentals. Our total budget to bring in the whole lot of them, plus the 3 cameramen, will probably end up costing us about $17,000 Canadian, which is about 11,000 British pounds. I know that sounds like a lot, but in my view, it's the best thing we can do. I'll be there on October 23rd. As always, I'll be tweeting up a storm, doing as many videos as I can, putting them up on YouTube as fast as I can. If you can help me cover the costs of my international colleagues too, please do. Go to realreporters.uk. I think it's the most tangible way to help Tommy by expanding the group of real reporters actually telling the truth about his ordeal. That's realreporters.uk. Thank you, and see you in London on the 23rd. I've been covering Tommy Robinson's court cases for months. This time I'm bringing other reporters from around the world with me. Please help me cover their economy class airfare by going to realreporters.uk.